Okay guys, Mark from Motorsports in Troutman, North Carolina. I'm in my beautiful XK, my 07 Jaguar XK. I'm on my way to get my oil changed. I've had a couple of people ask me if I've had any issues, check engine lights or anything like that on in this car, and no, never have. So I pulled into the carport now. It's too dark in the garage. I'll show you guys that everything lights up as it should. Won't be able to see maybe you can see the dash lights. You know, I'm going to get it inspected. I may wait till it's sold, so it's got a fresh sticker on it. I'm not sure, but my inspection's up, I guess, in a couple of weeks. I've had the car a year. So, gonna get an oil change, and I'm gonna check everything out on her. I really enjoyed this car. The XKR is an amazing car. It's a lot faster. It seems like it runs a little bit hotter. It may be less user-friendly for an everyday car. You guys that know me, I've had a bunch of these cars. They're my favorite cars, bar none. If I had a lot more money to buy a Lambo or a some other car, Maserati, probably not. Massive repair bills on those cars. The Jaguar is just you know, motorcraft. Everything is plug and play. Very, very simple. But we're gonna jump on the highway here in a second and go and get this oil changed. And I change it like every 1,500, 2,000 miles. You know, I go by time more than I go by miles. Just like to keep it. I'd rather over service it than neglect it. Tires are fairly new. I don't know, the car needs nothing. I've done a couple of weird things to this car. I don't have the seat belt on. Yes, the light is blinking. I disconnected the dinger so it wouldn't ding. I just prefer not to wear a seat belt. I also put a silent blinker in here. Look, blinker's on. I don't know if you can see that or not. And there's no noise. It does not make the blinker noise like my other cars do, the other Jaguars. I just prefer that, you know. Jump in, no seatbelt, no blinker noise, no nothing. It's got a great sound system in it. It's got XM satellite radio, CD player. This car's got everything you could want. Power, heated seats, power, like 8-way seats on. I gotta watch the road here, but you'll watch my other videos, you get an idea what the car is. This is for a couple of guys that are kind of on the fence, asking me about check engine lights and dashboard screens. I mean, these things are all plug and play. They're not a big deal if they do go bad. This is my 6th or 7th XK or XKR, well, XK. I've never had a screen go bad, and the guys I read on the forum that do, they just get another one and they just, you know, plug it in, and that's really it. But okay, then we had a red light here. I can kind of show you how she rips along. You got paddle shifter mode too. Engage that, you put it into sport, and then you click this. I may not be able to do it. Actually, I'm not going to do that now. You know why? I'm holding the camera. I don't want to. I can't paddle shift and hold the camera. And anyway, let's. She rips along. The car sounds amazing. You don't really hear it out inside, but outside she's kind of gurgling and a little bit of popping, and not loud, not obnoxious, but just a really, really cool sound. The XKR is louder. It's got, you know, four pipes, 2 on each side, and with the supercharger, you hear the whine of the supercharger. And I don't know. To me, it's just it's a lot more expensive car. It's probably 10 grand more than an XK. And if something does break with the motor being supercharged, it's a whole lot more labor, I believe, to you know, get in there. Even a tune-up, it's probably a lot harder to get in there with the supercharger, to change the plugs and, you know, things like that. But this ramp here is bad. There's no squeaks in here, no rattles, no nothing, no leaks. Not a drop on the floor in my garage. Car's just really tight and really well made, and it's just all been highway miles. So the guy that owned it before me, he had a huge collection of muscle cars. I mean, I'm sorry, hypercars, supercars. I don't beat on this car. I give it a little bit of gas here. I'll get it up to 75, 80, you know. That's about the extent of it. But anyway, it's a nice day out, and enjoy the day. It's Wednesday afternoon, and get the oil change and maybe wipe her down with some more liquid wax. This car is gorgeous. The color is amazing. It changes in the sun. It's got a little bit of a tinge to it. Can't explain it. Sometimes it's got a bluish tint, almost purpley. Then it looks gray. Then it looks silver, and it's not one of those weird chameleon colors. I hate those. This is just it's a better color than the dark gray. It's super easy to keep clean. There goes my competition. Those guys always want to race, man. And they spend the same money to buy one of those as they could be driving this thing. The same money. It's ridiculous. There's nothing more expensive or harder to fix on a Jaguar, on these Jaguars, than on a Mustang GT. It's just really, these cars are just priced way too low for what they are, which is good for me when I buy them. When you sell them, you know, just pass it along. It's a fair price, and I've got more in this car than what I'm selling it for, because I did use it for a year. So I appreciate the value of having owned it for a year. And if I lose a little bit of money, that's the cost of using the car. Okay, guys, my website's buyasoutherncar.com. My phone number is 704-508-2150. Give me a call if you're interested in this car. I mean, it's the headliner, everything. I mean, there's nothing negative I can say about this car. You might be able to find a chip on the bumper, lower bumper, if you look really hard. But aside from that, man, this car's nearly perfect. Looks like a 15 sitting side by side, with the exception of the LED taillights, which you can't even tell until somebody hits the brakes or turns them on. All right, they're getting passed by a big rig here, and then we're gonna shut her down. All right, guys, over now. Thanks for looking.